Vegas. Thing, the Sin City, the place that never sleeps. Or is that New York? I don't know. Guys, today we have Super Bowl odds for next year. And obviously we know we're going to go win the Super Bowl. We already know this. You don't got to tell us more than once. We're going to go win it and finally get this done and over with. And move on in the correct direction, right? But Vegas has other ideas. So let's go through this. Obviously, the Eagles and the Chiefs are the top of the list, okay? They just went to the Super Bowl. Eagles just won it. So ironically enough, though, I will say this. It's very hard to repeat a Super Bowl win. I know the Chiefs just did it twice. But if we're being realistic, it's actually very difficult to do it. Mainly because of the fact that when you have to redo a Super Bowl, you have a Super Bowl hangover. And a lot of teams can't actually get over that. Not only that, they lose a lot of the assets of their team that got them to the Super Bowl. There's also this mentality of, you know, when you go for a Super Bowl run, you go for an insane run, you kind of have this idea that it's us against the world. Once you win the Super Bowl, a lot of players get this idea that they are the world. So, which is usually the problem. For the most part, it's very hard to repeat. So I'm actually surprised the Eagles are number one, because if we're being realistic here, I would put the Eagles at like number 5 or 6. Not that they're not a good team. It's just really hard to get over that Super Bowl hangover. And then you saw next season, you think you're the best team. You start off slow. Things don't go right. Again, it's very difficult. I know the Chiefs did it twice, but there's not many teams in history who have repeated Super Bowl wins. So I guess this is for Super Bowl wins. So yeah, not many teams. Anyway, Kansas City Chiefs is number 2. Yeah, I mean, that is, again, they made it to the Super Bowl. I'll give it to them. Ravens number 3 is kind of diabolically crazy. And listen, every time I talk about this, I always try my best not to piss people off. But I'm going to piss someone off with this. I don't think Lamar Jackson is ever going to win a Super Bowl. I know. I said it. I said it out loud. I said it with my chest. And now all the rapper fans are going to comment and get mad at me in the comment section. But listen, at the end of the day, facts of the facts is, I don't know if Lamar Jackson can get through the playoffs and get to a Super Bowl. I don't think he can. Is it possible? Absolutely. Will it happen in my lifetime? Hopefully not. But it is possible, yes. He is a great quarterback. He is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. But just because you're one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL does not mean anything. Jordan Montana, many Super Bowls. Dan Marino, Hall of Fame quarterback, could never win the big game. And not only do you have to get there, you also have to win. And again, I don't know if Lamar Jackson can do it. I really don't. I have a lot more faith in Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen will win a ring or 2 in his career. I think Joe Burrow will win 3 or 4 in his career. But I don't know about Lamar Jackson. And I'm not trying to use this whole, well, he is 3-6 in the playoffs, and maybe that's also a factor, because I do believe 3-6 in the playoffs. Well, yes, he is a playoff joke, 100%. A little bit of that is his team. Like, for example, the AFC Championship game last year, that was his team not running the football. They ran the ball 16 times total, which again is insane when you're going against the Chiefs and you're one of the best run offenses in the NFL. But I just don't have faith. I just don't. I really don't. And again, like I said, I hope I'm right and they never win it, because fluff them. But I just don't think they're going to. Buffalo, I would put Buffalo on it. I would put us at number 3. Because the 1 and 2, you can't. You have to have those 2 teams, okay? Doesn't matter. You have to have those 2 teams, 1 and 2. They just went to the Super Bowl. Number 3, I would say, is the Cincinnati Bengals. Especially if our defense gets better, which it should. We should be in a really good spot. Number 4, I would put the Buffalo Bills after us, just because we do own them in the playoffs. And also another thing, Josh Allen is now 2-0 versus Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes owns Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. Like, there isn't... Obviously, yes, Joe Burrow, Lamar has been very successful against Joe Burrow, but not in the playoffs. He's never played in the playoffs. And the one time that we did play them, Lamar Jackson won the contract, so he didn't play. So, I don't have faith. Anyway, so I would say us number 3, Bills number 4, Lions number 5. Out of this list, I'll put the Ravens at number 6. I'll put the Ravens at number 6. Do I think the Ravens will win it over the 49ers? Absolutely, yeah. 49ers have been to 5 Super Bowls since the last time they won it, which was 1995 or 6. I think it was 6 because they won it the year after the Cowboys won it. And they've been to 5 since then. They have lost all 5. So I think that the Ravens will win it before the 49ers win it again. I'll say that. Do I think the Ravens will win it over the Commanders? Yeah. I think they will. Do I think they'll win it over the Packers with Jordan Love? Yes, I do think they will. The Rams are a sneaky team, so you never know with that team. The Chargers, yeah. I don't think the Chargers going to win it. And then Houston Texans, I'm going to go with no. So, although I don't think the Ravens will win it, I would probably put them... I'll put them above the 49ers and everybody else. Everybody else below that. The worst team, they say, to win the Super Bowl is the Titans and the Brownies. It's tied for the Titans and Brownies. I love the fact that they're claiming that the Browns have a worse chance to win the Super Bowl than the New York Giants do right now, which is kind of insanely crazy to say. And it's not that the Giants, I'm like, oh yeah, the Giants are the best team ever. No, they're not. But I'm sorry, I'm not saying like the Browns are the best team ever. No, they're not. But at the end of the day, I'd have more faith in the Browns than I would the Giants, which is hilarious. And Titans, again, another team where it's like back like a couple years ago, this team was one of the best in the league. Now they're the laughing stock. So just crazy how things change and time flies. But guys, definitely tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I know I probably pissed off a lot of Ratbirds fans in this video. I don't really care, to be honest. That's another motto I'm using, moving forward. A lot of times I will piss off Chiefs fans and I will piss off Ravens fans or Squealer fans or whatever. At the end of the day, I don't try in my videos to make this like a war, field or a war mind here. But at the end of the day, this is a Bengals channel, right? I'm going to talk trash about other teams. I don't do it as much as I used to. I kind of got a little bit more civilized with it. But here and there, I will jab on other teams. And I've seen my comment section, people get so angry. Like, not Bengals fans, but other teams fans get so angry. And I'm like, bro, you're on a Bengals channel. You're commenting on a Bengals channel. You're watching a Bengals channel. What do you expect to happen? If I go on a Chiefs channel that says, yeet the Chiefs or queefs for the Chiefs, like, I'm expecting the comment section and the commentator of the channel to be very biased. I always find that funny whenever I see my comment section. You see like another team fan base, like either Ravens or Steelers or Chiefs, and they'll comment something like, oh, I can't believe you said that. And I'm like, you really can't believe on a channel that is called First Stop Bengals, which is a Cincinnati Bengals channel that has literally 3 videos every single day for the last 2.5 years. Okay, 2.5 years. That's over like 700 videos in 2 years. And you can't... Actually, no, that's... Sorry, my bad. That's over 1,000 videos in 2 years. And you can't believe he said something negative about the biggest rival of the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm just saying, like, sometimes when I read this, I'm like, you really got to realize where you're at. You don't go into a room of one idea and expect the opposite idea. I don't know. I try my best to be as fair as possible and as logical as possible. I'm not going to be up here just spewing nonsense like Keyshawn Johnson would. But at the same time, it's like you got to read the room of where you're at, and that's kind of what it is. But I'll see you guys in the next one, though.